9 teams will be getting relegated in the EFL this season across the Championship, League One and League Two. Let's have a go at predicting every single one of them. In the Championship, Wigan were deducted 3 points yesterday for not paying their staff on time. That looks like the final nail in their coffin, with an 8-point gap now to safety. Even more certain, unfortunately, I think, are Forest Green. They lost their manager and best players from last season's promotion. They are miles off it at the bottom of League One. Remember, it's 4 down from League One, so we can also probably be fairly certain about Cambridge United too. They started well, but they've been as bad as Forest Green since all the way back in mid-September. Right at the bottom of the whole EFL pile are Rochdale, 6 points adrift in League Two. They got a small bounce when Jim Bentley first came in, but unless they win the huge head-to-head coming up with Crawley, they also look pretty cooked to me. Let's round out League Two then. With only 2 sides dropping, you have to be quite bad to go down. Crawley have been a train wreck off the pitch, but got ahead of Hartlepool this past weekend. Hartlepool have gone from Paul Hartley to Keith Curl and now John Askey, who's drawn all his games. They play mainly top half teams to round it off. I think they're down. Those are the 5 I'm most certain about. Let's delve back into League One. Cheltenham are sturdy defensively and have a real goal scorer in Alfie May. Burton have basically been a mid-table team since Dino Munria came in. I think those 2 are going to be safe. So it's then 2 from 4 of Oxford, MK, Accrington and Morecambe. Morecambe are absolutely dreadful away from home, much better on their own patch. Problem is, only 3 of their remaining 8 are at the Mazuma, so I don't think Derek Adams will be doing a second Great Escape in 2 years. Oxford surely have the strongest squad of the 3 remaining, but Liam Manning needs to get things moving pretty damn quickly. MK haven't improved massively since Mark Jackson came in, but they have won back-to-back games and against direct rivals. Accrington need to win, and probably at home. They do love a scrap under John Coleman though. I think it'll go the distance in League One, and if it does, hello final day, Oxford versus Accrington. I would make Oxford favourites in that case, meaning Acky's 5-year run in League One could be over. 2 left to pick then in the Championship. Outside of the bottom 3, I think Birmingham are safe with 45 currently, but are Reading going to have that 6-point suspended deduction from last season actually applied? That could be a nasty old psychological blow. QPR fans won't need me to tell them that they absolutely stink at the moment. No confidence and no bounce under Ainsworth. I thought Rotherham was safe when they got to 40 points with 11 to play, but they lost their next 2 and they've got West Brom, Norwich, Luton, Burnley and Borough in the running. I'm actually most confident about Cardiff, big improvement under Sabri Lamouche, and they're going to fancy those head-to-heads remaining against Blackpool, Huddersfield and the rearranged game against Rotherham. Inside the bottom 3 then, I'm looking at Huddersfield and Blackpool. I thought Huddersfield were dead and buried last time I did this given their running, but they've got 5 points in 4 and their defence has tightened up. Blackpool, yes, giant 6-1 win over QPR aside, not much else really happening there, and Gary Medine could be a big loss considering how Mick probably wants to play. I did have Blackpool more likely to escape than Huddersfield. Sorry Blackpool fans, let's switch that over. It's either a Reading points deduction knocking the stuffing out of them, the most disastrous autumn onwards collapse we've ever seen from QPR, or Rotherham just getting stuck between 40 and 43 points and passed on the final corner. Right, final decision then. I do think Rotherham might get a little bit stuck during the running, but surely Huddersfield's running is going to be too tricky for even Neil Warnock to pull out a great escape. So here it comes, my 9 to drop in the Championship: Huddersfield, Blackpool and Wigan. In League 1, Accrington, Morecambe, Cambridge and Forest Green. And in League 2, Hartlepool and Rochdale. As usual with these videos, there is zero malicious intent on my part. I hope the team you support stays up. The eagle-eyed amongst you will have also noticed I've predicted that everybody currently in the relegation zone in all 3 divisions is going down. For those who are going to struggle to fathom the concept of bad teams being unable to improve, I've done plenty of research, and if I do end up being wrong, it's not because I'm lazy. Let me know your 9 to drop down there in the comments. My findings do actually make me want to flip the script and ask, rather than who's going down, can anyone in the relegation zone now actually fight their way out? Up the other end of the 3 EFL tables, there's maybe a more fun conversation to be had. Why not click up here to see my companion video to this one, where we predict the 10 teams to get promoted in the EFL this season.